Hey everybody, this is Doc Green with the Merrifield out here in the East Texas oil fields. Road Scholar coming at you again with another video. This is for a video for people who are looking to get their CDL or wondering what the next step is or who they should work for or something. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. There are some companies out here that hire new drivers. They're known for it. FFE, Stevens Transport, PAM, Covenant, some of the bigger names. The reason they're bigger is because they got a lot of trucks, but they have a high turnover rate. The reason they have these turnover rates is simply because they make promises they can't keep. You don't get the miles they promise, you don't get the pay you're promised, you don't get the home time you're promised. They all come at you with great promises. No, we guarantee. They don't guarantee you anything. I guarantee all you're going to do is you're going to have a job, it's going to pay decent, and you're going to have to put in your time at those big companies. You're not going to get the the miles you want. You're not going to get the miles that they promised. You're not going to get the time off at home that they promised. None of that stuff. So let me go ahead and put that out there from get-go. Now, if you're a brand new driver and you want to get out here and you want to start making some money, some really decent money, may I suggest looking at Halliburton or some other oil field companies. I don't work for them, but I do know that for beginning drivers, very little experience, maybe 6 months, a year, but sometimes they even hire straight out of school. You just have to check where they most need people. But these companies hire at hourly wages usually. Halliburton, I think, starts about $20 an hour, I want to say. And that pay scale ranges, but right around 20 an hour. And you get overtime. Drivers will be allowed to work up to 70 hours, and sometimes you'll get about 70 hours with Halliburton. And that means $20 at $40 an hour, or 40 hours, and then $30 at the other 30 hours. So you're looking at about, let's say, $800 plus 9, about $1,600, $1,700 a week. Plus, you get your benefits. You get a great 401k plan with Halliburton. They match. I forget up to what percent, but they match. You also get health, dental at a very good rate. Halliburton is one of the best companies for that. Paid vacation. A lot of people get started with Halliburton and never leave. I'll be honest, it's such a great company to work for, especially for beginning drivers. A lot of them get with them and just stay with them. They never leave. Great retirement plan and everything else. So that's something to look into. Maybe work for Halliburton or find another huge energy company or something that hires drivers straight out of school. Because I'll be honest with you, if you do go and you go put in your time over the road and try that route, because a lot of oil field companies require that you have over-the-road experience, and Halliburton may or may not qualify, but Halliburton will qualify for oil field experience. I mean, any oil company is going to hire you if you work for Halliburton for a couple of years. But if you want to go over the road and get that experience, I'm going to say get in there, get the 2 years experience, and get out. Don't let those companies talk you to, jobs are hard to find. No, not with the CDL, they're not. There are jobs available. Get in there, get out quick, and get out to the real world. Start making a lot of money. A lot of drivers get used to those $800-900 a week checks, and that's if you get that much. A lot of them don't, but if you do, and they go, wow, I go somewhere else. They make promises they don't pay. Yeah, anywhere's going to be able to pay you $800 or $900 a week driving a truck. So my advice is get in there, get your experience, get out, get with the company. You can go intermodal. There's a lot of different routes. You can go intermodal if you want to be home every night and you live near a train terminal. Intermodal is a great way to go. Any major cities, intermodal is a great way to go. There's a lot of local jobs in big cities. Living in the country, logging companies hiring everything, and they pay better than over the road. And you're going to be home every night mostly. What else is there? Hopper trailers, hopper trucks. If you live out in the country, that's a good way to get out here and make some really decent money. Anything besides staying with those big over-the-road companies, because I'm telling you, they're just not worth it. And you go, I know this guy who's been there for 10 or 12. Anyone who's been there that long is either, one, not that great of a driver, not that great at their time planning, or they have, or just scared to leave and scared to try something else. My suggestion is get out here, try some of the other types of freight, flatbed. There's some start-out companies for flatbed too, like TMC and those. Get in there, get your experience, get out here, get some real money. Intermodal's great, flatbed's great, grain's great, hauling the hoppers is great. Oil fields are obviously great. But get in, get your experience, get out. If you want to go straight to the oil fields, Halliburton, great company for beginning drivers and stuff. These other companies are going to promise you the world they're not going to be able to deliver on it. By the time you get through paying insurance and you get a week off here or 3 days off there or whatever, whenever you get back home, your paychecks are going to be $500, $600, $700 a week, maybe $800 if you're lucky. And that may sound good to you if you haven't made that kind of money, but out here in trucking, you need to be making a lot more. So if you have any questions or you want to work for some intermodal companies, I have some I can suggest in the DFW area. Other than that, just, think about what you're doing. Get out here, make a plan. If you want to own your own trucks or something, you think that's something you want to do, that's a great opportunity. Guys, let me explain the difference between owning your own truck and working for someone else, a broker. A broker is going to pay you, and they're going to keep 30% of the check, roughly, whatever. Or sometimes only 20%. If you're owning your own truck, which means a load that pays about $2,000, which takes about a day and a half, 2 days to deliver, pays $2,000, you're going to get $1,400 of it if you're getting 70%, and they're going to get $600. You're going to get $1,600 if they're getting 80%. Now, if you're a company driver for these people, you may be making 30%. So out of a $2,000 load, you're making $600. Huge, huge difference. Doing the same amount of work, same amount of driving. The only difference is about $800. And you go, yeah, but if anything's wrong with the truck, they got to pay the maintenance on it. True, but are you really going to think $800? Let's say $800 2 times a week. That's $1,600 times 4 weeks. That's $5,400 times a year, $60,000. Do you really think you're going to be doing $60,000 worth of maintenance on your own truck each year? No, of course not. So, and plus you get the fuel surcharge and things, and some companies offer per diem. So that's something to look at. Per diem is where you get money extra to live on while you're out of town. Most companies offer it. A lot of companies do nowadays. So that's something else to pay attention to when you get out on your own, or when you get out and get your experience. Either buying your truck or leasing on with somebody, or do you want to be a company driver for the rest of your life and at the whim of the company? Anyway, that's some of the things I want to let you know about for new drivers, inexperienced drivers. Yes, you can start out here in the oil fields with a company like Halliburton, get your experience, get great pay and great benefits with that company, and there's some other ones like it out here. Go that route, and that's my suggestion. Don't stay away from the big over-the-road ones that or if you do, you try it and everything, you figure it ain't working for you about 3 or 4 weeks, come back to the video and watch it again. Talk to y'all later.